Hey y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day you're watching this. I'm your professor, and I felt it necessary to get on here and have a conversation, or not a conversation, have some explanation as to what we're doing because some people are still lost. Some people have joined the course late and have missed some email communication. Some people have not read their syllabus, and I think that part of the confusion comes from me not requiring people to read the syllabus, which I did last year, and I didn't have any issues, so I do take responsibility for that. So I'm going to be giving you some clarity in this video, and I will be reading through the syllabus. Now, for starters, I did teach this class last year. That's why everything's already pre-made. However, I work a very busy schedule because I have multiple jobs. I only open things 4 weeks at a time. So everything's already made. I do change due dates to accommodate if I may miss something or I feel like you all need more time for it. However, let's talk about the class. Now, with the class, this is a leadership class. I developed this class because I felt it necessary to connect current Philander students to recent alums and to share their experience to kind of navigate life on campus and how to create change on campus. That is how I developed this class. With that class, or with that development, I am using a leadership framework, which is the social change model, which is the book that you should have for the course, to help us facilitate change across the campus. Now, last year when I taught this course, I had 25 students, and there was no issue getting mentors for the class. However, this year I have like 63 of y'all. Well, not 63, it's actually 40 something. It's just 63 plus my other class. It's a lot of y'all, and it's hard to find mentors to accommodate for that. So that's the delay on everything, but it's gonna make sense in a second. Now, this is a leadership class online. If you do not log in once a week, you will not pass this class. I'm gonna put that flat foot as possible. With that, you should have a book. If you do not have a book, you need to email me or you need to go by the bookstore and speak to Alvin. Emails preferred communication when you don't need an immediate answer. Next thing, I want to clarify, you do have a mentor in this course. I have not assigned mentors yet for the reasons I just explained above. Your mentors are assigned. You do not select them yourself. That has been a miscommunication for a few people in the course. I assign them for you. Now, some of you all may have joined the course late and missed some of my emails because I'm sending them directly from Jenzabar, not from my Philander email. However, I did mention that if you have a Philander staff or faculty member who is an alum or someone who has been there for a while, you can use them as a mentor. You would just have to email me their information and I will contact them. For example, a young man by the name of Chris Rucker wanted to partner with Dr. Jones. I don't know what Dr. Jones does at the school now, but I'm talking about Joseph Jones. And I've been communicating with Dr. Jones offline about that. So if you have someone on that campus, another young lady, I want to say her name is Queenie. I believe that's her name. She recommended Dr. Alexis Davis. So I've been communicating with Dr. Davis offline about these things. So if you have someone on campus, which I would prefer because finding alums is hard now, please send me their information and I will reach out to them. I have not assigned mentors to individuals yet, but I have a slew of a few mentors who are interested. What will happen is, if I do not get enough mentors and you do not recommend a mentor, you will be assigned to me for the course, which in my mind means more accountability and possibly making the class harder for you because I'm going to expect that you read and do your assignments. That's just something to keep in mind. Now, that's the first thing. You do have an assigned mentor, and on the portal lesson or activity 4, assignment 4, it says mentorship conversation. The reason why you cannot upload anything, you cannot submit anything, is because it's not for you to submit or do anything for. It is for me as a professor to reach out to the assigned mentor to give them the assessment of how the conversation has gone. I give those mentors a briefing of what you should be reading and doing and discussing in the conversation. They then assess your level of understanding or participation in the course or with the readings. That's that. I hope I made that clear. I'm pretty like straight, cut, dry. So feel free to ask questions after you see this. Now I want to go over the assignments. The grading policy is like pretty simple if you read it. However, you've already done a leadership profile, which was the Excel document or the Google form. Video responses. Video responses are you recording yourself speaking on whatever subject or topic that I give you. That is why I have a rubric connected to that assignment. Now, if you've been reading your emails or getting your emails, I did not attach the rubric for the first assignment, and that was my mistake, which is why I emailed you all to let you know, like, hey, this is here, for you to use. However, I know some people are saying, like, I don't know if I should read or submit something like in writing, or if I should do a recording. I would not have you writing anything if I had a rubric for video recording. Read the rubric and it will tell you what I'm looking for in your recording. Also, be mindful of the instructions in the assignment for the recording, because some people have issues with fitting their videos into the portal or into a YouTube video and downloading them and all of that. And it's probably because you recorded longer than you were supposed to. I set a time limit for a minute for a reason, because I want you to be able to articulate yourself on a certain topic at any given time. But I also want to facilitate how you're articulating yourself. To be a leader, you have to be able to speak in front of people, especially as an honor student. That comes with a lot of responsibility. So that's why I put that with the assignment, or chose to do that type of assignment. Now, writing assignments are always the same type of format. Again, everything's already laid out in the portal, but same type of format, 12 font. I don't know if I put a specific font like Times New Roman, but 12 font, double space, MLA format. I'm very big on MLA format, although some of you all will go to graduate school and you will switch to APA. Either way, the goal is that you can follow simple instructions on how to complete a certain assignment. So I will be grading on those things. Midterm assignment, you need a book for that. Mentorship, that's 4 opportunities, so 4 conversations that you will be having with your mentor. And evaluation of a mentor, which is like an evaluation that you would do of me. And lastly, the final paper. I've had a few students from my last course who are still connected with their mentors. They really enjoyed the class, and that's how I ended up getting 2 classes this year. And I necessarily wasn't prepared for as many students to be involved in it. I thought that, okay, there's gonna be a class of 10 and a class of 10, and that's it. No, it is 40 of you all, which I'm happy to know that Philander has such a strong honors program. However, it can be a lot to juggle with me being just one professor, me having to grade 63 assignments, and I'm not physically there, and dealing with that with my schedule. So I do try the best that I can. With that, excuse me, as I stated, I do open up the course 4 weeks at a time. That is why your syllabus is color-coded, and it has 4 different colors in with the assignments, because every month, which this weekend, well, today, I'm going to be opening up the next 4 assignments. Every month, I can just log in and do stuff. One moment, I'm on call. Okay, now I'm back. I don't even know what I was saying because the phone call took that long. But I believe I was saying that the course is opened up 4 weeks at a time. I grade everything once a month for the most part, because I do work a very busy schedule. I work this job with Philander. I work my full-time job at Northwestern, which, as you can see, I do serve in an on-call emergency rotation. It is 2 a.m. in the morning that I'm recording this, by the way, and people are calling because things happen. And then I also run an online business, so I have a lot going on. With that, though, I do have a group chat for the course. And I realize that some of you all are not in a group chat either, because you may have joined the class late or you weren't receiving the emails from me that I was sending through Jenzabar. When I send class emails, they will always come through Jenzabar. With that, though, some of you all have like personal emails connected to Jenzabar and not your Philander email connected to it, and that's why you haven't been receiving my emails. That's a small number of you, but the rest of you all either hadn't been in the course at the time that I was sending out the communication. So I will be sending out more communication, or if you know someone in the class, have them add you to the group chat, because I will be closing the group chat tomorrow. Now, that's one form of communication. When you need immediate answers that you cannot wait for an email, or if you can't wait 24 to 48 hours for an answer, or 10 hours for an answer, you can DM me in the group chat or at me in the group chat. With that, though, you do not have to at me and say I emailed you. I read all my emails. I run several email accounts and I read them every day. I will respond at my convenience when I can. You also need to at me and say that, hey, I turned in my assignment. I'm going to see on the portal whether or not you turned in your assignment. For the most part, sometimes I will have vacation reminders on my email, like I have now, because I am currently going through training at work. If you receive that vacation reminder, that means that I've received the email. I know sometimes, like, if you have a bounce back, you won't get a reply of a vacation reminder. You'll just get a bounce back, and that's how you know if I got it or not. So you don't have to at me about that. With that, though, be mindful of what you ask in a group chat, too. Don't ask anything in a group chat that you don't want to be discussed in a group chat. Be it grades, be it something personal. Do not ask that in the group chat if you don't want it answered there. In terms of email, just professional courtesy in general, no matter where you go, is to get a response within 24 to 48 hours. As I stated, I work a full-time job, and it's not just a typical 9 to 5. It's like 9 to whenever I get done with stuff. So sometimes I may not look at my Philander email until it's late in the night or until it's the weekend. I really designate my Saturday mornings for like Philander stuff. So just be mindful of that. Also, email etiquette. You should always have a greeting. You should always have a body or a message. And you should always have a closing saying thank you, kindly, kind regards, whatever the case may be, with the signature. You will need that when you leave Philander. If anything, my goal is to change your perspective on leadership, connect you to people outside of Philander who have experienced Philander, and also prepare you for life after Philander. That is my overall goal. I recognize that that's something that I did not have, and I didn't do too bad once I left. However, I wish I had something like this. With that in mind, I'm on your team. I'm here to help you, and I have tried to make the class as easy as possible. However, it will not go well for you if you do not read. It will not go well for you if you do not log in. And it will not go well for you if you do not engage with people in the class and engage with me on the group chat or via email. In my email link, I do have a link, or in my email signature, I have a link where you can schedule meetings with me. The month of September is pretty booked, so I will not be able to meet with a lot of you all. However, October, November, December is open. You can schedule with me as far ahead of time as you would like to. Just do not expect to hear from me if you schedule with me the night before. If you schedule the night before, I'm not changing what I'm doing and stopping my life to communicate with you. I don't have a physical office at Philander where you can just walk in and where I do office hours. That is not how my time is set up. I would like for you all to be considerate of my time as I am trying to be considerate of yours. On the weekends, I try to hang out even though I work 7 days a week. During the weekday, I'm at work. I will respond to your emails 24 to 48 hours. If you need something sooner, DM me. And sometimes that's when it's okay to at me and say, hey, I sent you a DM. Because sometimes my phone be tripping and it opens up DMs that I never read. And I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them because I never want to do that. So with that in mind, I hope that that brings some clarity to you all. The last point I do have is also when you are sending me an email, you should be emailing cfox@philander.edu. For some reason, Philander still has my very first email on my Genzabar account. I just found this out on Friday because a young lady told me that, or like she showed me how the messages come to her. And I did not know that. And I hope that you all have not been emailing that. If you have, you probably got to bounce back because that email is closed. But I have contacted CIS. I contacted them on Friday to fix it after 5, so maybe they'll get to it on Monday. But I am trying to correct that. Also, fox.chelsea, at philander.edu was my student account. I do not have access to that account anymore. Actually, Philander deleted all old student accounts. So you will probably get a bounce back from that, or you may not just get anything at all. cfox@philander.edu is the way to contact me. If you'd like to have a meeting with me via telephone or video, I have my link in the bottom of my email. If you need immediate questions or answers to your questions, send me a DM. If not, then it can wait, and it may not be an emergency. And you can send me an email and I'll reply to you. So with that in mind, I hope that this gave some type of clarity. I know I talk really fast. That's just how I talk. But it's late. And I like to get in the bed. And I was still cute. So I was like, let me show them while I'm cute. Rather than when I'm just looking bad. So yeah. Hopefully the next 8 weeks or so will go well for us. I will be on campus for homecoming. I will try to arrange something since I have such a large class. Last year I had like 25 students. This year is 63 of you all. So I'm hoping I can put something together where we can do some type of meet and greet or whatever the case may be. With that, y'all have a blessed night. And if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know.